Hi Praveen, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. It is very, pleasure to meet you and over the call. So you are frequently asking me for mock interview from last 3 days. Sorry for the delay due to some busy
No problem, sir.
schedules.
No
I was
problem.
not able to, and I really
I can
like
understand.
I really like the commitment and the passion towards the networking from you. It's please continue. Sorry. So yeah, so please continue this way. And sorry, let me put this in silence. Gets in silent mode now.
Would love to
Yeah,
learn networking by you, sir. Would love to learn networking in Tungabhadra
yeah.
Network,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Yeah, continue the passion, and yeah, let's begin the mock interview. This mock interview is completely like overall mock interview. So I will ask you at a high level. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
yeah, okay. I will stop you in between, and I'll try to correct you. And at the end, I don't want to give you all the feedback. Okay. So this is a mock interview, right? I will ask
Yes,
you
sir.
step by step things, and whatever you need to improvise, right? I'll just call it out and I'll tell you. I'm recording this session. I will upload it to the YouTube and all, and you can watch it and you can correct it as well in case if you need. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Fine. Shall we start now?
Yes, sir. We can start.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, could you please introduce yourself?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Myself, I am Praveen Kumar. I completed graduation in Vigyan Institute of Information Technology. I born and brought up in Andhra Pradesh. Uh, I have passed graduation in the year of 2017 as a mechanical engineer. Uh, After that, I have been joined in other internship training in as a steel plant as a network system admin. Later on, my passion towards networking has been established. I have got an opportunity to join an electronic corporation as a government electronic corporation of India. Uh, in the I have 3.5 years of experience in network administration department as a network administrator. Uh, I have been configured main in network. My role is to provide maintaining and deploying and troubleshooting of configuration of different routing and switching protocols. Uh, I have good hands-on experience in routing protocols such as OSPF and BGP, and switching protocols as RSTP, STP, VLAN, and VTP. Uh, Apart from my work, I would love to travel. Thank you for this opportunity.
Okay, that's a very good introduction. And just small suggestion, you started very well, and start with like company, right? So you got an opportunity as a network administrator in Electronic Corporation of India. That's fantastic. After that, here my roles and responsibilities are here we have an equipment. So here we use, you can simply say, here we use Juniper devices and Cisco devices and any other security devices. You can mention that. First thing is you have to mention the hardware products. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So yeah, here we have a devices called Juniper routers, switches, Cisco routers, switches, and Palo Alto or Fortinet, whatever the security devices. Okay, you have to mention that. Then after, so here I used to do troubleshooting on hardware level issues as well as protocol level issues. Okay, simply mention that. No need to mention all protocols. They will ask you in interview. Okay, you no need to
Okay.
mention. So here we will have a hardware level issues and protocol level issues, and we used to do upgrades, iOS upgrades, and yeah, this kind of issues I will deal with. In case of any issues with ISP, we need to coordinate with ISP. We will create a ticket with ISPs, and I will follow up them for resolution. That's it. So this is my roles and responsibilities here. Okay. So
Okay,
what kind of troubleshoot, what kind of hardware issues you will get, and while adugute interview you can explain it. Okay. So introduction should be very short and sweet, just 90 seconds, 1 minute to 60 seconds to
sir.
90 seconds. That's it. So you
Okay.
started very well. It's awesome. Just only for roles and responsibilities, don't lag it. Just simply tell them we are using this kind of products here. So whatever the hardware level issues and protocol level issues we will get through tickets, we will resolve those tickets. I will work on it accordingly. That's it. Clear? That's it.
Clear.
Fine. Let's discuss on technical stuff. So I would like to
Yes.
start your fundamentals. I would like to start your basics. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
yeah. So what is an IP address?
IP address is a logical address uh, for networking establishment between two network for network communication between two networks.
That's
It's
fine. So yeah, that's fair enough. That's
there has
fair
been
enough.
different classes, public IP address and private IP addresses in
Fair
different
enough.
segments.
Fair enough. So the thing is, listen to the interviewer. He has very limited time. Okay, he has to ask so many questions. So what exactly is asking? Just answer that only, because
Okay.
he can ask more questions. You can answer more. Okay. So
Yes.
అడిగిన దానికన్నా ఇంకా ఎక్స్ట్రాగా చెప్పుకుంటే వెళ్ళిపోయినాం అనుకో, that will be lag. Okay, just it's a
Okay.
logical address. That's a fantastic answer, and you gave me the answer like if you want to enable the communication among the networks. Yeah, we need routing, and yeah, by using IP addresses we establish that. Cool, perfect. So what is MAC address?
MAC address, it is a physical address. Uh, physical address for any communication devices. It inbuilt the MAC address. It is a 48-bit hexadecimal. 48-bit hexadecimal. Uh,
48-bit hexadecimal address. Fine. Okay. So fine. What is DNS?
DNS is a domain name system.
Mm-hmm.
To find out the IP address for the given domain name, we use DNS. It generates recursive query and non-recursive queries to for getting the IP address.
Okay. Fine. So can you explain me? I'm opening my laptop. In browser, I'm typing www.tungabhadranetworks.team. Okay. So what exactly will happen from your computer? I need a packet flow, completely step-by-step process. Can you please explain?
Yes, sir. Whenever we type the www.tungabhadra.network in, it generates a recursive query. Uh, recursive
So
query is
directly it will generate a recursive query. When it will generate a
uh,
recursive query, first
it
step, what it will check?
check whether the IP address is available in that local cache memory or not.
Very good. Okay.
After that, it send back to the DNS resolver. It generates a recursive query and
Mm-hmm.
send back to the DNS resolver. In
Mm-hmm.
DNS resolver, local in DNS resolver cache
Wait.
memory
I don't need this generic answers. I need a packet
packets.
flow. So just take a ports. So we are talking about
GPU.
application service, right? You can
Yes,
just
sir.
use in the packet area L2, L3, L4, right? Use L4 transport layer low. So see what are the source port and destination port. Explain that information. Okay, fine. Just go ahead. So you don't have IP address for the respective domain in your local cache. Now what will happen?
We don't have IP address in local cache memory. It uses UDP port, source port as UDP port number 53 for
Source port is
establishing
53 or destination
source
port?
port is not source port is 53. Source port it uses random and
Very good.
destination port is 53.
Very good.
Destination port is
Okay.
53. Through port
Okay.
number 53, it reaches to DNS resolver.
Okay.
In DNS resolver cache memory, it check whether the IP address is available or not. If its IP address is available, it generates a non-recursive query and send back to the uh,
Client.
TC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
PC or
mm,
client. Yeah. Okay.
mm,
Now, in case if the DNS resolver also doesn't have the IP address for the respective domain.
In DNS resolver also doesn't have the IP address for the respective domain. It generates a iterative query. An iterative query, it goes to root server. First it goes to root server. In root server, it gives the information about that domain name. I don't have that IP address. It guides that based on the domain name. It guides that domain to top level domain server. Another server called top level domain server. In top level domain server, it check based on the domain name. It check that. Whether the IP address is available or not. It also doesn't provide the IP address, but it guides that IP address to authoritative server. In authoritative server, based on the domain name, it provides the IP address. When once the authoritative server generates the IP address for the given domain name, it sends back to the DNS resolver. In DNS resolver, it's local cache memory. It stores that IP address and sends back to the client server.
That's a perfect answer, man. Good. Very good. Yeah. Fine. Can we move to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is DHCP? Can you please explain me how the IP address can be learned through DHCP? Yeah. Can you please explain that entire process? What is DHCP first of all?
DHCP is a dynamic host configuration protocol. Uh, it is a broadcast address to find out the IP address dynamically. Dynamically means uh,
To find out
without
the, see, to find out the IP address dynamically or to assign it. What is it? Assign or find out?
Assign to assign the
Okay.
IP address dynamically through DORA process. It uses DORA process, discover,
Okay.
offer, request, and acknowledgement. In DHCP, it uses port number 67 and 68. Uh,
Okay.
in packet level analysis, when we consider
Mm-hmm.
our client server generates one packet, it contains source port and destination port. Source port has 68 and destination port has 67, and source MAC as a initial that client MAC address, uh, and the destination address as a broadcast address. It as a broadcast address, and sends the first of all we discuss how the packet is going to be flow, how it finds the IP address dynamically. We'll discuss this packet. First of all, we set that as IP address, source port and destination port, and source MAC and destination MAC. And that packet it sends back to DHCP server identifier through discover. First discover. In discover it in discover DHCP identifier it sends back that packet through discover first discover process. In discover it check that
Wait,
whether
wait,
the
wait. Cool. Nothing will happen. Okay. I think you are. Yeah. Nothing will happen. Cool. You
okay.
said fantastic. You explained fantastically. Okay. Just discover message is there. So discover message is to identify the DHCP server.
Yes,
So this is a client. This is a DHCP server. You send
DHCP.
the discover message to the client. Sorry,
Yes.
DHCP message to the server. Now server receives it. What it will do? Please explain. Yeah.
Server offers one IP address to the
Yeah.
uh, client address as a, and again it generates one packet.
Mm-hmm.
DHCP identifier at send back. It sent back through DHCP payload. In DHCP payload, it offers one IP address to the server. In offer packet, it offers IP address.
Okay.
Uh,
So what
it
are the
contains a
options? Yeah. What are
uh,
the options in DHCP payload in offer
DHCP
message?
payload. It contains subnet mask,
Mm-hmm.
router,
Very good.
DNS,
Okay.
uh, mm, router interval time,
Okay.
and DHCP server identifier. IP lease time.
Interval
IP
lease time.
lease
Yeah.
time, IP
Yeah.
lease time, and DHCP server identifier. In
Very good.
DHCP payload it contains in offer packet.
Okay.
After that,
So yeah.
request packet it sends back. In request, again it asks that IP address to assign that IP address to me.
Mm-hmm.
It assigns that IP address. It contain in request packet DHCP payload it contains requested IP address.
Okay.
Requested IP address. Yes, this IP address is available. You said that this IP address is available. Please assign to me. It offers a request. It assigns that IP address uh,
Client.
to the client to the client.
How it will assign which packet it is the last
In
packet.
request packet. In request packet, it
Request.
assigns
No. Request packet it will request to the server. Now server
uh,
receives it. What server will do?
server.
Last packet.
Server receives it, and server finds that this IP address is available. So it assigns that IP address to uh, the client.
Through which packet? What packet it is? Dora process, right? What is
DORA
A?
process. DORA process. In DORA process only through request. In request packet, it assigns that IP address. DORA.
No man, listen. Request packet, you're requesting to the server. Server
Server.
receives it. Okay, I will assign to you the client, right? So what packet it will exchange? What is A mean in Dora?
A.
Dora,
Uh,
so what does it mean?
Acknowledgement. In acknowledgement.
That's what I'm expecting. So server will send the acknowledgement to the client.
Acknowledgement.
Hey,
No?
I'm assigning this IP to you, and
Yes,
with
sir.
some
In
yeah.
request packet, in request when once the request packet it receives, in request packet it says that this IP address is available or not. In
Mhm.
offer packet, it says that this IP address is available. In request packet, it assigns that IP address through acknowledgement. It assigns that IP address.
Listen, you're telling that in request packet it will assign. No, in request
No,
packet it will request.
request. Yes, request.
Request to the server, and server will assign to the client
Yes,
with the
yes.
help of acknowledgement. Okay,
Acknowledgement.
that's it.
Yes.
Simple. Okay, you have the capability of explaining the things. Okay, you know the things very well, and you said very well as well. So just little thing is you just mugging the things, like mixing the
Marking. Yes,
things.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
just due to this tense, that I can understand, no problem. It will be overcome, you have to practice it na. So
Practice it.
practice it and you will be
Correct.
overcome soon. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
That's a fantastic answer. Fine. Okay, let's move to the another thing. What is subnetting?
Subnetting, by the use of subnetting, we can save the IP address. We can assign one IP address. We by using subnetting one IP address we can divide into multiple networks.
One IP address?
Yes, sir. One IP
One IP
address we can
address? Only one IP address?
one IP address we can use 255 IP addresses.
What does it mean?
Subnetting means to save the IP addresses.
That's okay.
Mm.
That's a usage. Okay, what does exactly it means? I'm asking means.
Uh,
So okay,
uh,
I'll give an example simply. So give me a network, class C network. Give me
mm.
one network. Tell me one network.
Class- In Class C network, suppose it contains 192.168.0.0. It's a Class C network.
Zero dot
Uh,
zero slash 24 is one network.
0,
Okay.
0,
So that is a
0,
network or IP address.
it is a network.
Yeah, you use a
It is
keyword called network, not an
network.
IP address. Okay. Yeah, now you can tell me. Yeah, please go ahead.
Mm. It is a net. Mm, Subnetting is the process of by dividing multiple networks, multiple
Okay.
IP address in one network.
No, man, you're mixing the things. I give a clue. You said one network.
Network.
So divide one network into multiple networks is
Multiple IP
perfect.
address. Yes. Divide one
Again,
network into
again multiple IP address. So see,
multiple networks.
don't fix with the IP address keyword. That's what you have to practice more. You can make it perfect. That's fine, no problem. The thing is, one network, right?
Into multiple networks.
Multiple networks, not IP
Yes.
address. In the network, you will have IP addresses. You can use it. Okay,
Okay.
but
Okay.
use remember the network. Okay, you are dividing one network into multiple networks. On what basis you will divide? On what basis you will divide?
Mm, by using subnetting.
So subnetting
Mhm.
means dividing one network into multiple
Into
networks.
multiple
Again,
networks.
so on what basis it will do? How you will do
Uh,
subnetting generally?
uh, Divide by classes. In each class, there are different subnet mask. Through
No, man, no. So the thing is, you need to borrow the host bits, right?
hosted. Yes,
So
sir. Yes.
I was asking just curiously, uh, which one you enroll, JNC or CCNA?
CCNA. Yes. CCNA.
CCNA
CCNA.
completed, right? Completed,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So have you
Yes.
completed the subnetting concept?
Yes, sir. Yes, I have completed.
Okay. So the thing is, based on your requirement, right? Based on our requirement, how many networks we need. Based on your
By
requirement,
borrowing host bits.
yeah,
Mm,
you are dividing one network into multiple networks
multiple
by borrowing host
borrowing
bits to
host
save
bits.
the IP addresses.
Okay.
Yeah. So just prepare a definition like this. You may know the concept internally, but you have to convey it properly, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Only subnetting, just look into once. Can you tell me the subnetting? What is mean by subnetting again?
By dividing one network into multiple networks by borrowing host bits.
Perfect. That's it. That short answer is also fine. You know how to do the process, right?
Yes, sir. No.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is the subnet mask of /26? Slash
255
26.
dot
Mm.
255 dot 255 dot 255 dot uh, mm, uh, by borrowing binary
No, no.
bits we can
Yeah.
calculate.
No problem. You borrow two bits. Two. First one is what? What is the value of first one? If you borrow first bit, what is the value?
2 power 1 2
No, that is right side. I said left side. You need to take the bit portion will always start from left side, right? The table.
left side. Left side.
So what is that? 2 power 7, right?
So 256.
Huh? Why 256 comes to the picture? So you borrowed two bits, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
what is the first bit value in the table? You know the table, right? 2 power 0, 2
Ah,
power 1, 2
yes,
power
sir. Yes, sir.
2. So till 2
Yes, sir.
power
Yes.
7. So 2 power 7 is the first bit position,
First
right?
bit.
So
Yes.
what is the value of 2 power 7?
2. Mm, 256,
Man,
128, 128,
128. Okay,
128,
128 plus the second bit portion. What is the second bit portion?
64,
So 128 plus 64, how much it is?
192,
That's it. 255 dot 255 dot 250 dot 192. You borrowed 2
192,
bits.
2
That's
bits,
it.
yes.
That's the thing. Just check the subnetting. You know the
Yes,
subnetting, but you need to explore
yes,
more.
sir.
Only
Yes,
subnetting.
sir.
Yeah, cool. So get into the routing protocols now. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what is routing?
Routing, for establishing network communication between two different networks
Perfect. So where you will do routing?
in routers
Very
by two
good.
different
Routing.
routers.
Okay. What are the routing protocols you are familiar with? Which routing
Stat,
protocol you are most comfortable? Routing protocol, dynamic routing protocols,
stat,
not static and default. Static and
OSPF,
by default. OSPF.
OSPF and BGP.
Okay, which one you are more comfortable, OSPF or BGP? Choose only one.
OSPF, OSPF.
Okay, fine. So what is OSPF?
OSPF is a open short path first. Uh, mm, it uses a Digikster algorithm for finding the best path to the routers for a network establishment.
Okay,
In
so
OSPF,
okay, OSPF. What exactly it is? Is it what exactly it is? OSPF is what is it actually?
actually it contains routing
No, no, no.
information
Wait,
about
wait, 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 wait. I'm just asking what exactly it is.
it
What is
provides
it?
the
OSPF is what? What is OSPF? OSPF అనేది ఏంటి? What exactly it is?
mm,
Man, I just asked you a question, right? Simply question. What routing protocols you are familiar with? OSPF is a routing
OSPF
protocol, right?
routing protocol.
Generally.
Yes,
Yeah. So what kind of routing protocol it is? Is it static?
dynamic
Okay,
routing. It
that
is
is what I am asking. Cool. Okay, you know the answer. Dynamic routing protocols. Okay. So how the OSPF adjacency process will happen? Can you explain me the states and the process? How many
yes.
states we have in OSPF?
Seven. There are seven states in OSPF efficiency process. Let us
Okay.
consider with an example. We will take
Okay.
two routers. One router is Hyderabad, another router is Bangalore. Uh,
Okay.
when one router, whenever we want to configure, whenever we configure OSPF in router Hyderabad, it starts sending a OS. First of all, we will discuss with OSPF header details of what it contains in OSPF header.
No, 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 no. No need to tell me that. Just explain the adjacency process. Okay.
Adjacency process. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
First of all, whenever we configure OSPF in router Hyderabad, it starts sending a hello packet with multicast IP address 224.0.0.5. In that IP, similar in similar way, Bangalore also, whenever we configure whenever we configure OSPF in Bangalore, it also sends one hello packet with 224.0.0.5. Mm,
Okay.
in that it contains version, router ID, area ID, authentication type, and authentication data. Whenever the
Perfect.
router Hyderabad send this information to Bangalore router, it checked whether all details are matched or not, except router ID because it is unique.
Very
Uh,
good.
if any mismatch is there, when the router Hyderabad sends that information to router Bangalore, if any uh, mismatch is there, whether version or area ID, authentication type and authentication data, except router ID, it's stuck in that state,
Which
stuck in
state?
that
What is the first
stuck in
state? What is the first state?
init state,
First
downstate,
down state. It will stuck in down
downstate.
state. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So
If
then
any
what? Yeah.
uh, in downstate after we configure OSPF, na, it went to init state. If any mismatch is there, it's stuck in that init state
In
only.
its state. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
In similar way, router Bangalore also generates that same information and send back to router Hyderabad. Uh,
Okay.
and it discovers the active neighbor with router ID. Uh, Bangalore sends that information. It sends it recognizes it and sends the active neighbor of 2.2.2.2 of router Bangalore logical address 2.2.2.2 and
Not
router
a logical
Hyderabad
address. It's a loopback address.
loopback address.
You should say
Loopback
it's
address.
a
Loopback
router ID. It's a router ID. Okay. It's a router ID. Don't use the
router.
other addresses. Okay. So don't
Okay.
take Bengaluru and Hyderabad also. Consider A and B. That's it.
EMB.
Okay,
Okay.
A
Okay.
and B,
Yes.
that is good. Okay, yeah, fine. So
Uh,
so router A sends a hello packet to the router B with the active neighbor
and
field of router B router ID.
router.
Okay, cool. Now continue. Yeah.
Whenever these neighbors are established, these neighbors are going to exchange in two-way state. In
Mhm.
two-way state, these neighbors are going to be exchange takes place.
Exchange. What is mean by exchange? I didn't see exchange thing. It is
Active neighbor
discovered. Discovered,
discovered.
right? Neighbors are discovered,
Neighbors are
not
discovered
exchange.
in
Okay.
two-
So neighbors are discovered in two-way state. Okay.
two-way state.
Now what is the next state? Neighbors are
Af-
discovered.
After two-way state, it going to be happen. DR elections is going to be happen.
Okay.
Designated router and backup designated router. Uh,
Okay.
we consider two routers, right? A and B.
Mm-hmm.
This DR elects one router.
Mm-hmm.
These two routers having same information and they fight back between them
Mm-hmm.
whether who is designated router uh, and they uh, and they elect one router as a designated router. Designated router will generate a type each in OSPF. Each router generates type 1 LSA. Uh, type 1 LSAs because in OSPF main drawback is that each router having same information for that information.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
DR generates a type 2 LSA. It is
Okay.
a based on the network. One network information is type 2 LSA. As type 2 LSA, we know that it is a network LSA. It contains the network information about that LSA.
Mm-hmm.
Once the DR elections are going to be happen, DR VDR elections are going to be happen. It elected one router, designated router. Uh, uh, Suppose A and B we consider right based on the logical address, based on the logic loopback address.
That's okay. So you said DRBDR elections will be
Is
happen.
going to be
That's it. You don't need to explain anything because it's an adjacency
okay.
process. Until unless
Okay.
they ask you more about how
Packet one.
DRBRE elections will happen, you can dig into more. No need to
Okay. Okay.
explain each and everything. So after two-way state, DRBDR elections will be
DR election is
happen
going to
in broadcast domain. So DR will be elected. DR will be generated type to LSA and it will advertise to in OSPF. That's fine. So what is the next state? After DRBDR elections, what is the next state?
extart state. In extart state, after the year bid election, going to extart state. In extart
Okay.
state, it contains master slave elections. First,
Okay.
it alerts slave
Okay.
uh, and exchange the packets between them and exchange the hollow packet between them. This
Okay.
information is contained in hollow packets as we seen that generates a hollow packet multicast IP address
Why
224.0.0.
hello? Why hello comes to the picture in Xstart? So in
Uh,
Xstart state, what packet will exchange? How many hello?
Not
How many OSPF packets we have?
OSPF packets.
How many we have? You said one hello packet. There are other four packets, right? What are those?
Database synchronization, link state request, link state update, and link state advertisement.
Link state
Those are
request,
five
link
packets.
state update, link state acknowledgement is
In,
correct, and
in
database
database synchronization going to be happen.
database
Database
description you can say
synchronization
it's a
description
database. Yeah,
description.
database synchronization is going to happen after next start by using the help
Mm,
of database description packet. Okay, DBD
Database.
packet. Okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
fine. So they will elect a master slave. So what you will see in DBD packet? What are the information you will see in DBD?
IMS bits,
Okay,
IMMS bits, initial, more, and master slave
and
bits.
and
MTU
under
bits,
MTU, yeah, MTU
MTU bits,
very
MTU bits.
important. If the MTU mismatch, what will happen?
It is stuck in that extract state.
Very good.
If
Okay.
any,
So fine, that's fine. That's fine. That's fair enough. So DBD packet they exchange and the first slave will elect and DBD is also done. So what is the next state now? So in start state is done. And what is the next
after
state
that,
now?
it going after it went to exchange state. In exchange state, it exchanged that DBD packets.
Why DBD
Uh,
again? DBD is done, right? Start
DBD.
state. So in exchange state, yet what it will exchange? You only saying right? It is exchange. What it will exchange? Router A, router B. What exactly they will exchange?
Uh,
You said one thing.
MT.
Each and every router in OSPF will generate LSA.
Type 1 LSS. They are going to exchange in type 1 LSS.
Okay,
In
okay,
exchange state, they exchange
okay,
type 1 LSS.
okay.
After that, it went back to
Hmm.
loading state. In loading
Okay.
state, it contains link state request. Link state request. If any routers are going to be connected, it asks the request to router to. If any routers are going externally connected, give me that information and link state. And the router be recognize it and gives the link state update.
Hmm.
Uh, link state update. After link state update, if any routers are there or not, connections it give. After that, it went back to link state acknowledgement. It
What it is
recognized.
went back. Simply don't use that it went back and all. Simple thing. So link state request. Why it is? It's a link state request, right? So you have to tell like if it is missing any information.
Information.
You, as you said, right, router B is connected to maybe router C. It is another links. If it is having
Yes.
extra information, it will ask a request. It will get a update and it will give you acknowledgement. That's it. Don't use that give back that keyword. Just send a request, received it, and send it back as a acknowledgement. It will send a acknowledgement
Acknowledgement.
back. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now loading state is also done. What is the next state?
Full state. In full state, it recognize it and based on the
Wait,
best.
what it will recognize it? Think before
Uh,
you say anything. Okay, be cautious about your words. Okay, yeah, what it recognize? It won't recognize anything. So in establishment set, sorry, in what is that? Last state is full state. So what will
full
happen in
state.
full state?
Full state
Full, right? Yeah,
based on
yeah.
the digit algorithm, it alerts the best part to the routers.
Yeah. So in full state,
It chooses the
database synchronization is completed,
yes
completely completed, and
completed
now it will learn the discuss algorithm to find out the best paths.
best part.
All the best
Choosing
paths it will populate into the routing table.
router.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So you know the things, but 50, I can give you 50-50. Okay, in OSPF, you know the things, but you need to prepare in a
Explain it.
proper way. Okay,
Proper way. Yes.
you have a good thing. You have a good knowledge on OSPF. I can say that, but prepare well. Okay,
Yes.
DRPDR elections, prepare well. And again, I'm telling you, if adjacency process, right, there are so many things involved. Just tell adjacency process only. DRPDR elections, no need to explain more. It's just
Yes.
simply use the keyword. If it is a broadcast domain, it will elect a DRPDR. That's it. Okay, because you need to explain other states also, right? Okay,
Yes.
cool,
Yes.
fine. Okay, so why we use BGP protocol?
BGP for network establishment is done through BGP only. It
Network
uses
extra,
TCP.
why it can done through OSPF also, right?
No,
Where you
because
will use, where you will use, what is BGP actually? Why we use BGP? Border Gateway Protocol. Why we use it?
mm, because two different autonomous system numbers in BGP it uses two different autonomous system numbers. For network establishment between two different autonomous system numbers, we use
Why
BGP.
why man, network establishment? Remove that
Network
keyword from
connection.
your mind. Network establishment, remove.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
sir. Okay.
just
Okay.
use the communication keyword. Okay, use the specific keywords like,
Communication.
so advertisements, you need to use the keyword called advertise. Okay, network advertise, not establishment. So you can say
Okay.
route advertisements. Okay, if you want to communicate between two different autonomous system numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
If you want to communicate two different autonomous system number, you can we use BGP. Okay, network establishment keyword is not a proper way. You can use like communication. Okay, if you want to establish a communication between two autonomous system numbers, you use BGP. You
Use
know the
BGP.
concept. Yeah, that's it. Okay, what is the EBGP TTL value?
EBGP TTL value
Yeah, recall
255.
it.
255.
TTL man.
Mhm.
Why you are saying 255? Okay, you're saying 255 is the TTL value?
It is IBGP TTL value, I think.
Okay, yeah, it will carry the OSPF. So TTL value you will see, right? Where you will see this TTL value? In which header?
Mm,
Which header you will see TTL value?
TCP header.
TCP header TTL value is there. Just cross check it, okay? Where exactly the TTL value is there and why we need TTL also, you can. Why we need TTL, by the way?
Uh, for reachability.
Reachability? No, man. You just cross check
Uh,
it, okay, regarding
yeah,
detail value.
I'm to
Okay, let's move to the switching. Okay, let's move to the switching. Okay, so
okay.
what is STP? Why we use STP?
STP is a spanning tree protocol. It
Mm-hmm.
uses whenever three switches are connected in a loop in a ring topology. To avoid the
Mm-hmm.
loops in these switches, we use STP.
Perfect. Okay, so why? What is the difference between STP and RSTP?
In STP, there are four states actually.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
can you elaborate?
No, no,
I
no.
will
Just need
elaborate
a
in detail.
I need a just straightforward answer because I don't
Okay.
have time. Right? It's about to complete
Okay.
1 hour. I need to ask more questions. Okay.
In STP there are four states.
Mm-hmm.
In RSTP there are two states. Four states it contains block state, listening state, learning state, and forward state.
Mm-hmm.
In RSTP it contains listening state and forward state. Because
Okay.
when the port is whenever when the port is down in
Mm-hmm.
STP it takes 50 seconds. In block
Okay.
state contains 20 seconds and listening state 15 and learning
Yeah.
state 20. 15. In RSTP it takes 50 seconds. I'm here.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
you are, yeah, we are at STP and RSTP. So yeah, you said the difference between the STP and RSTP is network convergence. As you said here, four state, here two states. It will take just how much time it is take for network convergence in RSTP? Hello,
డౌన్ అయిపోతుంది. నా దగ్గరే
hello,
లేదు సరింగా.
hello.
హలో సార్ వినపడుతుందా?
Yes, I can hear
హలో.
you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I
Hello.
can hear you, sir. Network issues, sir. For me, heavy
Yeah.
network issues.
Can we continue or can we drop?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. We can continue, sir. We can continue.
So okay, so what is the convergence time in RSTP?
In RSTP, it is 10 to 15 seconds.
That's perfect. Okay, cool. And the next question is, what is VTP?
VTP is a VLAN trunking protocol.
Okay,
It dynamically assigns the multiple VLANs to the organizations. With
organizations.
Yes, sir. In VTP, it contains client transparent and server mode. Whatever we
Okay,
configure VLANs in client, it automatically establish in server. In
client.
that way, we can
See, cross check your
in
words. So whatever you created VLANs in client, it reflects in server.
server.
So
In
you
server,
can.
in server. Whatever we configure in server, it reflects
Mhm.
in client.
Okay. So please be careful when you say the things. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
next,
Yes, sir.
okay, okay. And what is either channel?
Ether channel. By using Ether channel, we can increase the frequency of the by multiple interfaces. We can combine into one physical interface by using Ether
Okay.
channel.
Okay, what protocol we use for either channel? Creating a either channel.
LACP, Link Aggregation Configuration Protocol.
So what are the modes in LACP?
Sorry, sir, I can't. I won't
Okay,
have aware.
okay, okay, fine, no problem. Okay, and what is port fast feature? If you configure port fast feature in STP, what will happen?
Whenever any port is down, whenever the
Mm-hmm.
network is down
Mm-hmm.
through that port fast, it enables the uh, service to the organization without without network down.
See why organization comes to the picture. Forget that keyword. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
apart from that, so if you configure port fast, what will happen? Whenever the network down, as you said, then
Whenever network down,
mhm,
it does not affect the communication.
communication.
Net, what to do?
Just check it, okay? So
Okay,
port
sir.
fast is STP features. Please check it, okay?
Okay, sir.
And the last and final question, okay?
Okay,
What
sir.
is
Okay.
VRRP?
VRRP is a virtual router redundancy protocol. Uh,
Okay,
With the help of VRRP, we can configure one virtual one virtual IP between two different routers.
Okay. What is the use of it if you configure like that?
Uh, by the main use is that whenever any network is down, it
Again, you are
automatically
saying
establishes.
network is down. Don't give a generic answer, man. Where network will down? So where
We
in
can't
where? So you configure VRRP, virtual IP on routers. That's fine.
on router.
So then what next? What is the use of it actually? You if you configure like that, what is the use of it?
It automatically receives a network from one. Then one connection is lost. It automatically receives from another path with the help of
Okay, another path. Okay, so it's a
another path.
virtual gateway. So
Virtual
basically,
gateway.
you're configuring gateway to the computers, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which gateway you will configure? Virtual gateway or physical gateway?
Virtual physical gateway we configure in computers.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Uh, in router we configure a virtual gateway with the help of VRRP.
So
Gateway, it's a
what?
gateway redundancy protocol.
That's okay, man. So which IP address you will configure? What is it? Consider 192.168.1.100 is the
Mm.
virtual gateway. On computers, what gateway you will configure? What is the IP address of gateway on computers?
192.168.1.100. It is the
So,
gateway.
so it's a virtual or physical? It's a virtual gateway
Uh,
or physical gateway?
physical gateway, sir.
What is a virtual gateway IP then?
Virtual gateway we will configure in routers. This
And
gateway,
listen. You configure virtual gateway on routers, but what IP
yes,
address you will assign on PCs? You said
same
one thing.
IP address we configure.
What is same? What do you mean by same?
The IP address,
What do you mean by same, man? Same in the sense, same IP address in the sense, what same IP address?
the IP address we configure in,
Hmm. The IP address you configured in?
not same IP address, sir. The gateway we configured in the
Hmm.
PC. The same gateway we will use as a virtual gateway to
Okay.
routers.
So virtual gateway IP. So the thing is, the virtual gateway IP, whatever you configure on the
Mhm.
router, that is the same. So on physical router also, you what
Yes,
you on computers also what you configure, it's a virtual gateway IP only you configured.
virtual
Okay,
gateway.
the IP, the
Yes, yes,
virtual gateway you configured on routers, but that IP you also configured on computers. Please stick with this. Okay,
computer.
yeah,
Yes.
don't confuse it.
In
Okay.
computers, one doubt.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yeah, ask me, man.
Virtual gateway we configure in routers, no? In PC we configure it, whether it's virtual or physical, sir.
You tell me. You tell me what gateway you configure. What is the purpose of VRRP?
VRRP is a gateway redundancy protocol.
Man,
Through
again,
virtual
you are giving definitions. Please stop that. I'm asking what is the use of it? You are giving definitions. I'm asking use of it. ఎందుకు యూజ్
టూ
చేస్తాం?
టూ గేట్వే టూ రౌటర్స్ కి డిఫరెంట్ నెట్వర్క్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఒకటే గేట్వే అసైన్ చేసి
టూ డిఫరెంట్
నెట్వర్క్.
నెట్వర్క్స్. డిఫరెంట్ నెట్వర్క్స్ ఏంటి? టూ డిఫరెంట్ నెట్వర్క్స్ ఉంటే టూ డిఫరెంట్ గేట్వేస్ ఉంటాయి.
ఎస్.
See,
టూ
what is a
డిఫరెంట్.
you have to go through it, brother. You just sticking this keyword బట్టి కొట్టినట్టు చెప్తున్నట్టుంది ఆన్సర్స్ ఎట్లుందంటే గేట్వే రిడెండెన్సీ ప్రోటోకాల్ జనరలీ ఈచ్ కంప్యూటర్ విల్ హ్యావ్ వన్ గేట్వే రైట్ వన్ ఐపీ అడ్రస్ ఓన్లీ యూ విల్
ఎస్
కాన్ఫిగర్
సార్.
ఫర్ ఆల్ ద కంప్యూటర్స్ రైట్ సో ఆ గేట్వే ఐపీ
ఎస్
అడ్రస్
సార్.
ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది రౌటర్ ఉంటుంది ఈ వాట్ ఇఫ్ రౌటర్ ఫెయిల్స్ ఇట్స్ రిడెండెన్సీ యూ నీడ్ టు టెల్ గేట్వే రిడెండెన్సీ if one router fails the traffic will go to the another router you have to tell like this okay so on the both the routers you cannot configure the same physical ip address right on the interfaces that's why we configure vrrp so that gateway ip is the virtual ip you configure on the routers that ip address you called it on the computers so that ip whatever the ip it is there right so initially based on the priority it will choose as a master okay
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే.
so, so you have to tell in a precise way. So what you have to do is prepare VRRP. So everything prepare well, practice well. You know the subject very well, man. What I understood. So can I give feedback?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Okay,
can give.
so what we have to do is the keywords which you are using is, please concentrate on that. Okay, whenever you are telling, right, you're
Yes, sir.
not telling in the right keywords. Just work on it and that's it. You have a good concept with you. Okay, na? So concept
Okay,
is
sir.
excellent on this. Subject is excellent on the. But only thing is you need to practice it to
Network.
convey it. That's it. So
Yes, sir.
practice miss ayanante. You need to practice it. During the practice, use the specific keywords. The keywords you need to match. Okay, please use
Okay,
those
sir.
keywords and then phrase the paragraph and you can explain it. Okay, just practice
Yes,
it
sir.
in front of the mirror. Okay, and each and every
Okay.
protocol. So you understood, right,
Okay.
what how I can ask the question. This is just
Yes, sir.
normal interview, it's not a high level interview. I thought I can ask you the product level interview, but based on your thing, right? So let's ask normal first. Okay, this is the first interview, right? You're giving it, right?
Yes, sir. This is the first interview.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
no problem. So we'll take another interview. So now, what I understood from you is you have an excellent subject. Okay, so work on
Okay, sir.
little bit. You have a communication also, man. You have a good communication also. The only thing is, some protocols, some information. You have to be very
Networking terminology.
networking terminology you need to focus on, and please think about the question. Listen to the question carefully and answer it accordingly. Don't give the random answers, generic answers, and don't explain more. Just stick with the answer. What is the question is asking? Only that answer only you have to give. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, sir.
yeah. So fantastic for this, right? So I can give for 10 kin and 6 marks is coming. Okay, I will give you 6 marks for out of 10. Okay, that is also
Okay, sir.
because of your subject. You have a good subject. Okay, okay.
Okay, sir.
Let's
Okay.
improve. You need to get 2 more marks. The only 2 marks you need to get to work on this networking terminology and the practice. That's it. So when you how much time you need to give another mock interview? Take 1 week of
3
time.
days. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, take 1 week of time, practice it. If you need any help, let me know for regarding definitions. If you want to phrase a definition, right? If you're unable to phrase it, just
Main
let me know.
phrasing only. Phrasing of the definition only, sir.
Yeah, yeah, let me know
Not able
if you
to
need anything.
phrase it.
Let me know. I will give it to you the definitions. Okay, in a proper way. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah.
Okay.
And if
Okay,
you
sir.
don't mind, can I put this into the YouTube?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can put it, sir.
Thank you for the confirmation, Praveen. Okay, you did a fantastic job. I'm so happy because whatever I taught you, right? So you have that
Sir.
subject. The only problem is conveying. That's it. You have a very good subject. Okay. Only you're lacking
Okay,
in
sir.
VRRP. You just confuse in VRRP and OSPF, DRVDR. That's it. Rest of the questions, whatever I asked, you answered it. And EBGP also, TTL value, just explore it. EBGP little bit. Okay. That's it, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, prepare well. Next time I will ask you the BGP, not OSPF. Okay, prepare
Okay,
well.
sir. Okay.
Yeah, all the
Okay,
best
sir.
and thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Okay, sir.
Take care.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.